I have a different perspective now, and I'm in a different season. Abram is 18. So I'm past the crib to toddler stage to, we're in a different season and I recognize that. But I know that moms talking to moms is the most beneficial. That's kind of how that helped me when I was making the safety sleeper. It's part of what spurred me on and gave me that, okay, it's okay. Because
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to another mom that had a child with special needs. If I hadn't had that, I don't know if I would have made the safety sleeper. So, what would you like other moms to know from your perspective?
I think from our perspective, I would love other moms to know that it's okay, one, for it to look different. Um, that was one of the hardest things for me, is thinking the life I had planned,
Mm-hmm.
what I expected. Though he needs equipment and needs this specific bed, it doesn't make him less or any different. And two, find your people. Um, find your people, I think, is one of the biggest things. Find your people and find your resources. Dig, dig, and I don't care how many times you're told no. Dig. And I could go on for days on that one, but I just want other moms to know they're not alone. And it is strange and it is hard and it is different than the life we envisioned. But I think any special needs mom that is having a hard time sleeping or breathing um, could benefit from a safety sleeper. Small diagnosis in your book, or a large one that is life threatening all the time. I think I've got a niece that I think would benefit from a safety sleeper. She has no diagnosis, but she's an eloper. I don't think you need these big labels to benefit from a safety sleeper.
I think you said it, and I used to say in the beginning, it's okay it's a grief. I'm going through a grieving process of the dream that I had. So, and with all three of my children, and only one has a diagnosis, all three of them, there's a different level of grief because you have in your mind the way it's going to go. And let's be real, it usually doesn't go the way you plan it out. They're their own human beings, but this is different. And when you have that diagnosis, it's a different kind of grief to the loss of the dream that you had. And so I think you've done a really great job of course correcting yourself and realizing that, like, okay, you're just on a different path, and y'all will have different dreams and you'll have different aspirations, and different challenges will create different highs too, because I bet you don't take for granted the fact that he walks now, because there was
Oh,
probably a time where you weren't
absolutely
sure if he
not.
was going to. um,
Absolutely. We definitely don't take anything for granted, and
yeah.